So you were here tonight to support Hillary Clinton, but she didn't win. Are you very disappointed?
Well, I guess I am disappointed, but I'm a pretty seasoned political person in the New Hampshire primary and in the elections in the United States, and this is a long road. This is just the beginning. So the way I look at it, it's sort of 1-to-1 now, and we continue on, I think, in a really strong position because we have the candidate who can win in the general elections. So we have a ways to go, and we're ready for it. And you can see by tonight, Hillary's ready for it too. This room was filled with energy. Yeah. So people are chomping at the bit to get to the next spot. So.
And when you listened to her speech tonight, what did you think about that? What do you think about the message she was trying to send out to you?
Well, I think it's a combination message. It is about her and her commitment, her experience, and her passion for all the right issues, for the things that really are important to Democrats, things that Democrats care about, and things that people in the United States care about, no matter what your party is. And I think she's looking at some of those part of the population that she hasn't connected quite well with, and that's a lot of young people now. And so I think she's gonna. I like that message. I'm not giving up on you, and I think that was exactly the right tone to take. There's a long way to go, and a lot of time to talk about these issues, and a lot more time to talk with Senator Sanders publicly about some of the differences between his proposals that appeal to young people and to hers, and I expect that she'll be retooling and looking at those messages specifically, because the things that Hillary Clinton is supportive of that relates to young people are very much the same things that Senator Sanders is talking about. So it's affordable college. She may not be talking about free tuition, but rather affordable, accessible tuition so that everybody can go to college who wants to go to college. And so there's a difference in the approach. But I think that both candidates are looking for the same things, and that is to lift up those parts of our population that need the kind of support that they need.
Right. And it was kind of, because we knew that Bernie Sanders was leading the polls, but it was still kind of a big gap. He was almost, we haven't seen the finished numbers yet, but it was a big gap. Are you worried about that big gap, or does the number... does that matter tonight?
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because South Carolina is a different place, and I know New Hampshire very well, and Bernie Sanders is a known quantity here in New Hampshire, and I know I've watched the Democratic Party and Democratic voters and independents here. I mean, people need to understand that independents can vote in our primary, and they can take a Democratic ballot or they can take a Republican ballot, and it's very hard to know where they're going to go. And so I am not worried about that myself. This is a contest. New Hampshire is a very different place. It's very unique. It's the first in the nation. It doesn't look like a lot of the rest of the country. And so it's saying one thing. I think when we get to South Carolina and you get to Nevada and you get into the Midwest, you're going to hear what those states and those people are looking for. And so by the time you get to the end, you have lots of pieces, and you start to put that together and knit that together toward the march to the pathway to the nomination. So I don't think we're worried about that. I think we're energized to go on, and let's get to the next contest.